Γεια σε όλους, είμαι ο BlackbeardGR και καλώς όρισατε σε ακόμα ένα gameplay του Hogwarts Legacy Μέρος 4. Στο προηγούμενο βίντεο μου κάναμε εδώ πέρα μερικά πραγματάκια. Ξεκλειδώσαμε το Expelliarmus που λέει και ο Σέβερος Snape. Λοιπόν, και είμαστε σε φάση έτοιμοι να κατακτήσουμε τον κόσμο για άλλη μια φορά, με τον καλό τον τρόπο. Λοιπόν, έκανα και λίγο κάποια πραγματάκια, έκανα έτσι λίγο ψιλοέκλειψα. Θυμάστε εκείνα τα ωραία τα τσεστάκια που έχουν κάτι ματάκια πάνω τους?
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Ναι, συμφωνώ. Ανακάλυψα ότι υπάρχει τρόπος για να μπορέσει να τα ξεκλειδώσει αυτά τα τσεστάκια. Προς το παρόν... δεν έχουμε assignments. What the... πρέπει να πάμε εδώ πέρα. Οκ. Για να ανοίξουμε το χάρτη. Να δούμε αν έχουμε κανένα blue flame προς τα εκεί. Δεν έχω κανένα blue flame προς τα εδώ. Central Hall, τι να κάνουμε? Central Hall. Λοιπόν, γενικά είναι κάποια πραγματάκια και εγώ που δεν τα γνωρίζω. Πρέπει λίγο σιγά σιγά να τα ανακαλύψουμε, να τα ψάξω και εγώ να τα γουγκλάρω. Λοιπόν, πάμε να ξεκινήσουμε τη σημερινή ημέρα, ξεκινώντας ένα Herbology class. Να δούμε τα βοτανικά μας τα κόλπα εκεί πέρα. Μπας και μάθουμε να κραφτάρουμε φίλτρα εδώ για τη ζωή μας, γιατί είμαστε στα 0 αυτή τη στιγμή. Και δεν νομίζω... το κοιτώ. Οπα! Ξαναδώσε ένα ριβέλιο. Πώς θα πω, ακούγεται ρε παιδί. Εδώ είμαστε. Να κάνουμε και ένα collect αυτό. Τέλεια. Να δούμε πότε θα μάθουμε άλλο χωμόρα. Οπα! Όχι. Τον πέρασα για κάποιον άλλον. Trick or trick.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
Treat or treat.
How wonderful it is to see
Trick.
you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio.
Να φορέσουμε τα ακουστικά μας.
Can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we?
Ναι.
First, let's protect our ears.
Ναι, συμφωνώ. Στο καλό marshmallow βάζουμε στα αυτιά μας.
Grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started.
I wonder if hippogriffs like not grass.
Α, μπορούμε να μιλήσουμε εδώ με τα παιδιά.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Σεμπάστιαν, τι μας λένε εδώ πέρα. Dear Professor Garlic, how very thoughtful of you. And to remember that strawberries are my favorite. They're as sweet as can be. It's no wonder muggles love them so much. Everything you cultivate seems to be of such high quality, from bitterroot to berries. I do hope that my darling niece can learn this skill while it's under your tutelage. Lenora so adores you, as do all of your students, I'm sure. Warmest regards always, Eleanor Everlane. Μάλιστα. Τέλεια. Και εσύ φίλε μου ποιος είσαι?
I should think Professor Garlic would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Οπα, πώς είναι αυτόν ρε παιδιά έτσι στα μάτια? Με ποιον άλλο μπορούμε να μιλήσουμε? Slytherin.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Μπα, ούτε στο χειρότερο μου εχθρό θα έλεγα. Λουτάραμε.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany.
Νέος μοντέλος την πέφτει στην καθηγήτριά σου, δεν τρέπεσαι?
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Την κάτσαμε.
How to balance my star thistle arrangement? Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion.
Dittany, the leaves of this medical herb can be used in Wiggenweld potion. Dittany seeds can be purchased at the Magic Neep and can be grown in pots of any size. 10 λεπτά. Yield 5.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion.
Points to
I'll
Gryffindor?
let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we
Bah.
branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Ω Θεέ μου, τι άλλο θα ακούσω.
Now remember, a wand...
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. You know that, of course. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb once. Don't see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it.
Μ' αρέσει να λουτάρω πράγματα. Hold to use the open will assign the Chinese. Οκ, πατάμε αυτό. Έτσι δεν είναι? Όχι. Κάτι κάνω λάθος, λοιπόν. Πατάμε το LB. Τώρα μάλιστα.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on.
Okay.
Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Δεν νομίζω ότι είναι του στυλ μου να παλεύουμε χρησιμοποιώντας λαχανικά. Κάτι μου λέει αυτό το πράγμα, οπότε...
Helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Θέλω πάρα πολύ να είμαι ειλικρινής αυτή τη στιγμή. Αλλά εντάξει, δεν είναι ότι θέλω. Έχουνε όντως το καλό τους.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Εντάξει, πέρα από την πλάκα, Είναι κάποια πραγματάκια που πιστεύω ότι αξίζουν. Δηλαδή, αυτό να μπορέσουμε να κραφτάρουμε τουλάχιστον τα βασικά. Ωραία, σε 4 λεπτά μπορούμε να κάνουμε, να τα πάρουμε αυτό το τέτοιο. Λοιπόν, αυτό είναι και το πιο σημαντικό, ότι εμείς αυτή τη στιγμή δεν πιστεύω ότι θέλω να χρησιμοποιήσω τώρα το λαχανικό για να παίξω ξύλο, αλλά δεν θα έλεγα όχι στο να χρησιμοποιήσω αυτά τα... να χρησιμοποιήσω τη βοτανολογία για να κάνουμε healing potions και τα λοιπά. Λοιπόν, πάμε τώρα στο επόμενο questάκι που έχουμε. Potion class, εδώ είμαστε. Mr. Granger. Mr. Potter. Ωπω, δεν μπορώ να σταματήσω να... Δεν μπορώ να σταματήσω με τίποτα. Έχει πολύ χαβάλε αυτό.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school? Revelio, the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
I saw an aura band. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion.
Yes!
Mr. Takar, can you tell us why?
Από ό,τι φαίνεται δεν χρειάζομαι τη βοτανολογία για να φτιάξω φίλτρα.
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Επιτέλους.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Ενδιαφέρον.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a Goblin Rebellion.
Professor Sharp said that Wigan-Weld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Θα το χρειαστεί
Professor Sharp must
σίγουρα.
have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Fine job brewing your first Wiggenweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Your potion should not be that color.
Oh, okay. One increased amount of activity outside the ordinary shop hour, particularly in wee hours of the night, with suspicious deliveries being made to shop's back entrance. Given what we know of the shop's reputation, we are adding more horrors to join those that have already been watching the shop. You are all amongst the new additions. Further instruction to follow. Μάλιστα, κάποιος κάνει παρανομίες. Κάποιος κάνει παρανομίες. Ωραία, τα πήραμε όλα.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Okay. Συμφωνώ απολύτως.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? Wrong answer could result in the
Λοιπόν,
unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
a potion that enhances the drinker's defense by covering them with a durable rocky skin. Ας φτιάξουμε αυτό. Αυτό ήταν, δεν χρειάζεται να κάνουμε κάποιο minigame. Γίνεται από μόνο του. Οκ. Αυτό θα έχει πραγματικά μεγάλο ενδιαφέρον. Felix's and something else. Αυτό πήγε πιο Χάρι.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Whoa! Τι γίνεται πίσω?
Thank you. I'm Ami, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shah is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Τι ακριβώς έκανες ρε μπαγαπόντι?
Wasn't expecting that literally to blow up in my face. It was rather brilliant, though. I'd better clean up. You should finish brewing your potion if you haven't already.
Θεόλη μου.
Don't fret
if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
I brewed an Adura's potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Μας την είπε βέβαια για το τέτοιο, αλλά... Λοιπόν, εμείς για να κάνουμε αυτό χρειαζόμαστε την Titany Leaves και χρειαζόμαστε Horcrux Juice. Ωραία.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
Ενδιαφέρον. Λοιπόν. Εντάξει, πιστεύω...
My robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
Λοιπόν, παιδιά, αυτό ήταν για σήμερα. Κάναμε δύο τάξεις, κάναμε λίγο βοτανολογία, κάναμε λίγο φίλτρα. Θα κάτσω λίγο να δω κάποια πραγματάκια εξτρά, να μαζέψω κάποια πραγματάκια, περισσότερο φυτά, να φτιάξω και μερικά φυτά κάτω στο θερμοκήπαιο, για να μπορέσουμε την επόμενη φορά να φτιάξουμε πιο πολλά φίλτρα και να έχουμε λίγο περισσότερο περιεχόμενο. Αυτά από εμένα, είμαι ο BlackBeardGR, μην ξεχνάτε να κάνετε like και share στο βίντεο. Κοινοποιήστε και σε φίλους σας αν θέλετε να δούνε πώς είναι το Hogwarts Legacy σαν παιχνίδι. Φυσικά σκεφτείτε να κάνετε εγγραφή αν δεν έχετε κάνει ήδη, είναι δωρεάν εξάλλου και βοηθάει πάρα πολύ το κανάλι. Αυτά από εμένα και θα τα πούμε στο επόμενο βίντεο. Γεια σας.